Patrick, you had indicated.
Lasky Hirlik, and again to welcome the Minister to the House. And given that we're speaking of Section 1, and I think I understand the time frame within which the bill is to be brought into effect, which is hugely important, I just wanted to reiterate my own support and that of my party for the principle of preliminary trial hearings. I do think that this mechanism is going to be very important in the interests of justice and in the interests of victims. And certainly in my own time in practice, I saw so many trials in which the trial before the jury was delayed for often days at a time, hours some days, and then often for consecutive days at a time, while legal argument went on in the absence of the jury. And in many of those cases, the issues that were being discussed in the absence of the jury were issues that could have been dealt with by way of preliminary trial hearing. And I think that's really what the crucial principle of this bill. I did also, Minister, raise earlier the case that was referred to in the Irish Times on Saturday, Sarah Jane Murphy's article about a case she described as Zoe's case concerning a child who had made an allegation of sexual abuse. And what I think was particularly harrowing to read was the experience of the family as the family of a victim in that going through that experience, and just the lack of regard to the rights and interests of the child there, and quite a number of very practical issues around delay, around lack of communication, around physical facilities for the hearing of trials. These were all expressed in that article. But I think it's, again, just timely as we're debating this bill, because the concept of a preliminary trial hearing is to try and resolve some of the issues that would otherwise delay the actual conduct of a trial once it's up and running. And I think that's really something that is very much in the interest of justice and in the interest of victims. Thank you.
Patrick, Senator Vincent P. Marr.